Welcome back. Joining me right now is Shelby Christ from the American Heart Association. Thank you so much for coming in this midday.
Thank you.
And what we're talking about, this Kids Heart Challenge, and we were kind of discussing in the break, some folks kind of in their 20s and 30s will remember it as something different.
Yes, so the Kids Heart Challenge used to be called Jump Rope for Heart for years and years. We decided a couple years ago to revamp the program and name it the Kids Heart Challenge because we want to focus on the whole child, and we do know that if a student can't jump rope, they can still be healthy. So we don't want students just focusing on jumping rope.
Okay, and when people think of the American Heart Association, you typically think of heart problems as something for, people starting to get into their 50s, 60s, and upwards. But these can affect kids as well.
Right, so the whole premise of the Kids Heart Challenge is to educate students at a younger age so that they're developing those heart-healthy habits and healthy lifestyle choices. That way, when they do get older, they do have those heart-healthy habits that they instilled a long time ago. And we have a lot of Heart Hero students that we feature throughout eastern Iowa and all across the nation that were born with congenital heart defect. Congenital heart defect is the #1 birth defect in babies, so that is also something we highlight in the program.
Gotcha. And what are the students doing kind of here in the area schools for this Kids Heart Challenge?
Yes, so we've got students all over eastern Iowa, about 90 elementary schools and a few high schools participating in our program. Students get the optional opportunity that we strongly encourage them to go home, take the Heart Healthy Challenge, which they choose to be active or be kind. So they're focusing on that, and then they access resources with their family online through our program that helps them learn the skills of hands-only CPR, the signs and symptoms of stroke, and as well as a lot of heart-healthy activities throughout the entire program too.
Gotcha. And for the parents at home who might want to get their kids involved in something like this, what are the resources online? Where do they go? How do they sign up?
Yes, so through their school, they will get the information from their PE teacher, principal, their school counselor, and then they'll have their own page for their school to sign up for. They'll be able to take that challenge and access all of those resources with their families at home. And so students that are out there, they're either participating right now or it's coming in the spring.
All right, Shelby, thank you so much for coming in this midday.
Thank you.
Everyone, stick around. We'll be right back. More news in a moment.